Good tunes.
Yeah.
That's a Drew original. I'm Dan. That's Drew.
I'm Drew. That's Dan.
Season 2, ep3, I do believe. We just had Memorial Day weekend just passed. That was actually Memorial Day was yesterday.
Yeah.
2015.
Yesterday.
So I said we could talk about Memorial Day, what we did all weekend. Also, the last episode of Dave Letterman happened.
Ooh.
Oh man,
Dave.
Yeah,
I'm gonna miss him. I love that Reed just kept asking him, "What are you gonna do? You gotta stay on TV. What are you gonna do?"
Yeah. I think he's gonna stay away, just like Johnny Carson did. If he does a podcast or something like that, which I've rumored maybe he might do that. I mean, I just can't see it, but
yeah, he would do a podcast. I could see him doing that.
Really?
Yeah, yeah.
Okay. It'd be weird if he went and did stand up.
Oh, I would love that too.
Because I don't know if I've ever. I mean, except for like the '70s, I don't really know if there's clips of him doing stand up in the past 30 years.
I don't think there are.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. No, the last episode, Dave Letterman, you know, it's funny, all these posts on Dave Letterman and just like watching all these old clips from Dave Letterman. It's just so crazy. And
I love the Bill Murray montage. That was one of my favorite moments. Oh man, he and Bill Murray should do a buddy comedy. buddy cops, like Cops Over the Hill.
Okay. That's cool. The last episode was the top 10 list. It was a great top 10 list.
It was a great
They had
top
10 celebrities come out. Oh, it was like, it is the end of an era because like, who do you really want? I mean, God bless, you know, the Jimmys, you know, and Stephen Colbert's going to come around, and that can be nice to watch.
I must say, Julia Louis-Dreyfus's top 10 list was great.
Yeah.
Where she gave a slap at Jerry Seinfeld, who was also on the stage.
Of course.
That was fun. It was something along the lines of, "Thanks for letting me be a part of 2 flops for our finale."
Another crappy series finale.
Yeah.
Loved it.
I like Julia Louis-Dreyfus.
She had the biggest zinger of the night.
Yeah, I liked. I can't remember what Peyton Manning's was, but he had a good one too.
Yeah, I forget his. I love Dave when he walked out. He's like, "Well, I guess I'm not getting the Tonight Show."
Yeah. that was great. That was great.
I still need to see Late Night or whatever it's called, the late night talk show.
Late Night Wars, the movie.
Yeah, the movie.
It's a good movie.
I heard it was on HBO.
I liked it. I saw it a long time ago.
It should be on HBO Go. I have HBO Go.
Yeah. HBO Go is the greatest thing to HBO. Once Comcast is over, I'm just going HBO Now. I'll go that route. Just give me HBO.
Yeah. I love it. I was watching old clips of Dave, the NBC years, and he hasn't really. I don't know if he's really done it in the past 10 years or so. Maybe he has. He sprinkles it in here and there, but he'll start out something like, "Are you like me? Are you like me? Do you love Cheetos? You know, are you like me?" He always does that.
Yeah.
I'm watching this. I watched quite a few old clips on YouTube.
The Rupert G was cool. They brought Rupert G in. They went into some of the lost footage that they never put on TV with him. Man, that guy, they made his Rupert G career, put his deli on the map. I mean, just imagine all the crew members that got sandwiches at Rupert Deli.
Every single person. Tourists go in.
Yeah,
they sell
for sure.
T-shirts at Rupert Deli.
For sure. Yeah.
And now what's gonna happen? Because I don't know where Stephen Colbert is gonna broadcast out of. I don't know you know what I mean.
It'll be New York.
It's in New York.
Yeah,
I don't even know. I doubt that theater.
I don't think he'll move from New York.
And it's weird because the theater, they had to rehab the Ed Sullivan Theater.
Yeah.
So it was just like,
it's a famous theater. I mean, it goes back.
They had to rehab it because it was garbage in there. I mean, it's just rats in there.
Mm-hmm.
So it was being unused. So I wonder if they're gonna use it. Like now, it's gonna stay as something, or they're just gonna like leave it for nothing.
I don't know. What would it be like if Colbert moved into that theater?
It would be great. I don't know.
Yeah.
I mean, well, they already had the next day where they showed everything getting thrown into the dumpster.
Oh, I did not see that.
Yeah. So whatever. It's just a quick little image where they show
everything going into the dumpster. They didn't sell it for charity or anything.
Right. They threw a lot of stuff into the dumpster.
Yeah.
And maybe I wonder if they pull up the stage. I don't know.
I mean, I'd buy one of those buildings in the background.
That's exactly right.
Right.
Yeah.
They should have done that. They should have done like a big auction like the week before.
I wonder if they are. You never know. Maybe they save some stuff.
I could see Fallon doing something like that.
Yeah.
Like immediately. Like that's what he's like, raise money.
Yeah.
Raise money. What else happened?
Well, this week I went home on Saturday. I got in at
Memorial
midnight.
Day.
Memorial Day.
How was that run that you did?
So I got at midnight on Saturday. Early Sunday morning. I had to get up at 5:30 a.m. I ran the Buffalo. Well, it's the Buffalo Marathon, but half marathon too. So I did the half marathon. Thank God. I almost did the full. I'm so glad I didn't. I did 13.1 miles. I haven't run that long probably in 10 years.
How your legs feel?
They're a little rough.
How
but
your knees feel?
My knee, I was running, I did it 10 years ago. I've run, I'm 30 pounds heavier than I did 10 years ago, at purposeful weight. And like, I could feel like the sides of my hips, like something like, what is going on here? And I could feel the knees.
Yeah.
I could just feel different muscles.
What types of shoes did you have to run?
What kind of shoes?
Yeah, shoes are important when you're running long distance.
I got great running sneakers.
Yep.
I forget what they're called. I forget. I got them, and they're Brooks. They're
Okay.
Brooks.
Okay.
Trust me, they're good running sneakers. They're there. I splurged this time around when I got them because they felt so comfortable. I put down these Brooks. They're like $150.
I don't think I've ever run 20 consecutive miles. I don't ever plan to run 20 consecutive miles.
It's 26.
No, I'm a sprinter. I'll run fast.
Okay. Please do. I got better at sprinting. Like the more power you get.
Yeah. Actually, I can't say I'm a great sprinter anymore. I played some soccer with some coworkers, and I ran faster, and then I couldn't run any faster.
Wow.
I pulled the old quadricep.
Okay, up front.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's wild when you're getting. I'm a young man still, but but it is when you're getting older. As I said, the getting older thing. It's like I haven't run a marathon in 10 years, and then I'm feeling different muscles giving way, or it felt like, whoa, I've never felt this before.
When you grow a beard out, how many white hairs are there? That is a sign of.
I haven't. I grew the beard once. I know. I was during the music class with Dave Asher. So it was about November 2011. So it was about 4 years ago almost.
A full beard?
I grew a full beard. And sometimes when I'm looking at it, I wonder if I can. I shave it now, like I don't let it go past like 2 days now.
Wow.
I only grew a beard twice. And like a month each.
Right now, I'm over the Memorial Day weekend. I got a nice healthy whisk.
Yeah,
going on.
I know. I guess. Yeah. I once I saw a white hair on my wrist or near my arm, and I was like, "Is that a white hair or gray?" I can't.
On your arms?
Just one. It was just one, and I don't know if it's still there. But I was like,
really
"Oh my gosh!"
Self-conscious of you.
It is. I saw it, and I don't know if the light was reflecting weird, but I was looking like, "Nah, it's
this Memorial Day weekend. I went camping.
Oh, nice.
I went to a music festival.
Where?
Chillicothe, Illinois.
Oh, you said that.
Good times,
it's like 3 hours away.
It's like 3 hours away.
Okay.
And I drove back. It's midnight on Sunday. Got back around 3 a.m. Monday. I slept for 14 consecutive hours.
So I Saturday I got it at midnight. I got to my house at like 12:30 or some crap. And I always have chronic insomnia, and I cannot get to sleep. And try to get to sleep. I mean, I got like 1 hour sleep, maybe 2.
That's not
Got up at 5:30 a.m. The race was at 7 a.m. And I was freaking so tired.
Wow.
And I ran the 13.1, which I haven't done in 10 years.
Yeah.
So I was just dozing all day. And then so I slept that night. I slept real well.
Nice.
Like at least 8, 9, 10 hours.
Good.
But
yeah, man.
Man, oh man. So I'm supposed to do the Dublin Marathon in October.
Why?
We never did a family trip growing up. So my dad always landscaped and all that. And it's always work. So we never took a family trip. My dad offered us like 5 years ago to Ireland. And my sister didn't want to go because she didn't want to go on a plane. And that totally screwed. Like, are you kidding me? It's a free trip to Ireland. And she screwed it up for us. So this past year, my dad suggested doing the Dublin Marathon.
Mm-hmm.
It was about Thanksgiving. And so Christmas rolls around. He's like, yeah, I don't know if you're supposed to do that or not. And I'm like, I thought it was a done deal. He's like, oh, really? And my brother's like, yeah, I'll do it. And it was like instantly right there, okay, we're going to go to Dublin, So, we're going.
Have you ever been to Ireland?
I've never been to Ireland. I've been to Europe twice. I've not been to Ireland. And so here's my deal. So I'm like aching after 13.1 right now.
Yeah.
We're supposed to go to Ireland. We're going to go to Ireland. And like the second day in, we're going to run the marathon.
Wow.
I'm already in pain for 13.1. And I know no matter how in shape you are, you're sort of going to be in pain after doing 26 miles.
Hell yeah.
So here's the deal. I think here's the deal, everybody. My Dave Letterman. So I'm going to be like in pain for the week I'm in Ireland.
Yeah.
And I think that's stupid, and I don't think I want to do that.
Did you have to pay money to enter?
You do.
How much was the entry for the Dublin Marathon?
Well, when I was doing Chicago, I did Chicago in 1999. I'm a young man, but I did it in 99. It was like $85. Now it's like almost $200.
Okay.
I have to pay you $200
to run in your event.
To run 26 miles. I mean,
Yeah.
So the Dublin thing, it was like $150, let's say. So right, my dad paid for it.
Nice. Well, you have to do it now.
I mean, it's like a Christmas present kind of thing too. No, so do I have to? No, I don't. I might get there and I might back out. And not that I ever quitted anything or whatever. I've done 9 marathons, but holy cow, I want to enjoy my time in Ireland.
You can start it with your family and then not finish it.
Okay. Someone also said that, and I was thinking, like, what's the point?
Don't be a dick.
Okay.
They're there to run it with them. Your dad bought you a ticket.
I know.
Fucking start the thing.
My aunt was there. She was over, my dad's sister. She's going too. And she's like, I don't know why people do it. It hurts your body. It ruins your body and all that. And she's right. I was like, I was thinking about not doing it. She was on my side. So
yeah, they're cross-country runners. That's how mail used to be delivered. And important news. Send the runner.
Or the Pony Express. Are you talking about like how long ago are you talking about?
Oh, this is medieval times, man.
Oh yeah, okay.
Or before horses.
Right.
When do you think we domesticated horses?
Is this a question?
Yeah.
Domesticated them to ride on them.
Yeah, like
5,000 years ago.
5,000 years ago.
I'm talking about Old Testament, right? Are they riding on horses in the Old Testament?
They had to be. Yes.
I mean, they're
Camels,
riding on.
They're
riding on. Well,
and once we get agriculture down, we can get animals.
Are there horses in the Middle East? I don't know. I haven't been there.
Fuck yeah, there are horses in the Middle East.
Sure, there. I know there's camels. There's goats. There's sheep. They're all in the Bible. Do they talk about horses in the Bible?
Yes.
I go to church every week. Really, I do. But I don't know if they talk about horses.
Yes.
I've never seen the movie War Horse with Steven Spielberg. By the way,
I've seen War Horse.
How do you like it?
It was all. I mean,
it was up for Best Picture. I was like, no one's ever talked about that movie, and it was up for Best Picture.
It's a movie about a horse.
Are you looking up horses online?
Yeah. Okay, here's a good one. This is Wikipedia, so I'm quoting Wikipedia here.
Please.
Horses appeared on Paleolithic cave art as early as 30,000 BC. 30,000 BC. So they were running in the wild, and cavemen were drawing them. So they were truly wild horses, probably hunted for meat. However, when horses became domesticated is up for dispute. The clearest evidence of use of horses as a means of transport is 2000 BC.
4,000 years ago?
Yeah.
I said about 5,000 years ago. I was going Bible, Old Testament. I'm pretty good on that. Man, I know my horses.
Recent discoveries in the context of Brotiel culture say 4,000 to 3,500 years ago in Kazakhstan could be a possible domestication point.
Back-to-back episodes, we're talking about horses.
Yeah.
So,
oh
man, we're doing our homework.
What is the other one? It's American Thunder.
American Pharaoh.
American Pharaoh.
Correct.
Yeah. We got the name this time, at least in the first 2 seconds.
The Triple Crown is going to be.
You know what the odds are?
No.
4 to 5.
So he's looking good.
Meaning you have to spend $100 to make $20.
Right.
Yeah.
Yep.
Is that right?
I thought if you put in $80, you make 20.
Yeah.
I think so.
Is that how it is?
We're not gamblers here.
Yeah.
You're tuning into the wrong show.
If you're coming for your bedside bookie,
yep.
It's not us.
There's a great song by the band Roach called Bookie, but we'll talk about that later.
Yeah.
Cool beans. So I ran the marathon. I was super tired. It was like a 2-day trip. Holla. So I was in Buffalo, New York this weekend. Just got in today. Went to Ted's Hot Dogs right before. I always go to Ted's Hot Dogs. I'm in Buffalo every trip back. Ted's Hot Dogs every time.
I heard about a burger.
Okay.
That is a burger, and then it has 2 hot dogs on top of it.
I've never ate that.
No.
I don't know if it's here. I've never had the double down from KFC either.
Oh, I've never had the double down either.
Nah.
No.
I don't really. I don't know. I don't know if I have a desire.
If I go to KFC, Taco Bell, I'll get chicken strips. Just give me things that
I've never heard someone say KFC Taco Bell like you.
Dude, there's one down the street.
That you just said that.
Yeah.
Like, I've never heard someone say the combo.
Oh man, the combo's down the street.
KFC. I mean, KFC one thing, Taco Bell's another.
Yeah,
thing.
yeah.
You just merged them both.
Yeah.
I mean, like at truck stops, you see them merged.
Get a normal taco.
Okay.
Just get a beef taco.
Okay.
3 chicken strips. All right, 3 tacos.
Gotcha.
3 chicken strips. Taco, chicken strip.
I'm gonna tell you something right now.
Combine the 2. into the taco chicken strip.
We've said what street we're on here in Chicago, Illinois. We're on Irving Park.
Yeah.
And on Irving Park, there's an Irving Park Diner.
Yeah.
And it's down that way.
I have not eaten at the diner yet.
I want to eat there because they make something called the Slinger.
Okay.
And the Slinger's steak and chicken finger. So they have that, like back in Buffalo, they have that. They have, it's called like the grinder.
Does it come with like eggs or anything else, or just steak and chicken finger?
Steak and chicken. What more do you need on it?
I don't know. Hash browns?
Steak and chicken finger.
Maybe. Yeah.
So if you're ever up for it, I want to check it out.
The diner's the one on the north side, right?
It's on the same side of this street right here.
Oh, is it?
Yep. And it's down the street somewhere.
Is it past Ashland?
You know what? It's
Is it Lincoln and Irving?
Irving. It's past Lincoln, after the Brown Line, Irving Park.
Yeah.
And then it'll be on the right-hand side.
Oh.
So,
Okay.
Irving Park. Irving Park in Ashland is.
Yeah. Gotcha.
Yeah. It is before Ashland. Thank you. So whatever, that's an option. I'd like to get it.
I'd like to try the diner.
If you want to do it tonight,
maybe some breakfast foods.
I could do it tonight. Just a thought.
There's so much still that's going on in the world.
So in Cleveland, there was a police brutality case, and the man got not guilty.
Yeah.
So there's more protests today. I don't want to say it's riots, but it's protests.
There's a lot of protesting today. Yeah. The Justice Department also came into Cleveland's police department and said, hey, we're going to monitor all of your communications and monitor your activity for like the next foreseeable future.
Isn't that crazy?
Yeah. The Justice Department came. It wasn't the FBI.
Yeah.
It was the Justice Department.
Yeah.
The highest
the
level.
DOJ.
The highest level of the judicial system.
That is correct.
Yeah,
that's wild. In Houston, there's huge floods this week. That was like the big. That was the big main story for the past 2 days.
Sad story with the prom queen.
She won. I know she won the prom.
Oh my goodness.
She was driving home that night.
That was so sad.
Did she pass away? I know she got swept up. I don't know if she is in the hospital or she passed away.
I think she passed away.
Okay.
Yeah.
I thought only 5 people died in this. I mean, but
I've heard way more than that by now.
Okay.
Yeah.
I was watching CNN, saw the scroll.
Yeah.
It said 5. And that was 5 as of earlier today, Tuesday. I saw that the big thing on the news today was there was a couple in North or South Carolina, and the guy was dressed up as a Marine, and they wanted to pray before the wedding.
Yeah.
So they didn't want to look at each other. So it's like they
did it around the corner.
They did it around the corner where they were holding hands, but they took the picture, but it went viral.
Yeah.
And there's a very famous wedding photo.
Yeah. Yeah. I think that's it's culture, it's tradition.
That's what it's all about. The picture is they were saying that the picture just shows their culture, their tradition.
Yeah.
They're respecting those beliefs.
Yeah. Good for them for staying true to their beliefs. Cool. Personally, I think it's crap.
I'm just saying, if we're looking
but good for them. I don't want to.
If you're watching the news today,
that's not my. I don't think that not seeing your bride before. I also don't think that not living with or having sex with your bride before you get married is the most effective.
Everyone threw that one in the garbage.
Yeah. But to each their own, right? To each their own, and that's why the world that we have is so diverse.
I'm just saying, if you were watching the news today and it made all the news rounds today, that picture made the round.
It's one of those heart pictures.
Oh, yeah, it is good. Yeah. The floods were the other big one, and Cleveland. I mean, if we're talking about just today's news, the flood took up most of the news today.
Yeah, because I read about it. I read about California's drought, how it's just uncontrollably out of control. Yeah. California's, they have no water.
They're screwed.
They're pretty much out of water.
And the fracking, I don't know if we talked about before, but I read a thing. It takes up 9 million gallons a day.
Oh wow!
And so they're talking about it's like talking about cutting, making cutbacks in the government. Like, okay, we're going to cut this back in the police department, this with teachers, but the military spending is if you're not going to make cuts in the military spending, what's the point?
Yeah, right.
And just like the water, I'm going to turn off my faucet when I brush my teeth, which I do, by the way. But if you're not going to stop fracking with their water and they can't find a different way to do it, well, I mean, what's the point?
They need to be fracking with seawater. That's the end of the story. Oh. That's the end of the story. If they can use salt water, they don't need to use fresh water. They need to be using ocean water.
If they put the salt water into that soil, would it ruin all the land?
So you couldn't use it. They're ruining the land anyways. It doesn't matter. We need to stop fracking. We need to get out of Canada and stop taking Canada's oil.
Yep.
And we need to not drill for oil in the Arctic, the ocean.
Yeah,
that's the big one for me.
And in California, they're still drilling in California, hence the water. But no one talks about that.
No, man. So we need to. I don't know why we can't move to solar quicker.
There's finally, I guess it's finally happening this year, and they always say that. And then
the whole West Coast needs wave generators. Just put a bunch of generators out in the ocean and let those fucking waves create all of the West Coast power.
Elon Musk has the wall. Did you see?
Yeah.
So he's got something, and it's weird how they talk about that's the future. And I was watching the thing, and I have never seen it since, and I knew I wouldn't. It was on 60 Minutes. It was about 5 years ago, and this guy, because it is all visual here. It was like a brick.
Yeah.
It was called. I think it was called the brick, and it was just a few inches by a few inches. And they go, "This powers your whole house. It's going to be in everyone's house." And everybody's going to be like able to go off the grid and not have to spend any money. I already knew right there. I'm like, no one's ever going to let that happen.
He got silenced. Yeah, no one's going to let that happen.
And it was the biggest, most revolutionary thing. And it was these small, like your iPhone.
Yeah.
It was like, 10 iPhones stacked together, and that was it. And you could put that in your house that powered your house.
Yeah.
Constantly, forever.
Yeah.
Basically.
Yeah.
And that's so when are we going to let the things take over? Solar power, water power. I hope soon, gang.
We can take energy from everything. I mean, there's electric static everywhere.
A lot of people are getting solar power, but they're getting like big tax credits now to not.
Someone told me that some country in Scandinavia installed solar freaking highways as sidewalks.
I saw it online. It is a pretty awesome deal, and even highways too.
Yeah.
And I just like, is this in effect or is this just a trial run? I know some places are trying it as a trial run, but right, they put it in the entire highway, and it's the highway too, and the sidewalks. But yeah, you should. Or every single traffic light and street light should all have a little solar power thingy on it.
Yeah. Yeah.
Because we're solving the world's problems here.
We're solving the world's problems.
Yeah.
Someone's got to do it. Someone's going to talk us through it.
Yep. So any big musical acts? Okay, cool. We're getting there.
Yeah, so many great musical shows that I saw over the weekend.
At the Chipotle?
Steve Miller Band?
Yeah,
he was great, man. Oh, yeah.
I thought it was like an indie.
No way. No,
Steve Miller Band. Keep going.
Widespread Panic?
Nice.
Oh, dude, Widespread show was fantastic.
Nice.
Steve Miller Band show was hit after hit after
I've
hit.
seen Steve Miller.
It was awesome. Got some great pictures. Hung out with some great friends. I didn't take a shit for 4 days.
Wow.
Yeah, right? That surprised me too.
4 days. You were there for 4?
Yeah.
I thought you were there for
Friday,
2.
Saturday, Sunday. Yeah.
Good for you.
That's part of the musical bands I saw. Mo.
No, yeah.
Mo.
I know.
Humphreys McGee, and so many bands.
Those are all my sister. My sister loves all those bands right there, except for Steve Miller.
Carl Denson, Tiny Universe.
I've seen him.
Victor
in
Wooten.
Atlanta. Yep. Bassist.
Bassist.
Yep.
Player.
Yep.
Grizz.
So that was, I know that whole genre, those like Jam On, the jam band on Sirius Radio.
Yeah, Jam On.
That was all Jam On music.
Yeah.
Minus Steve Miller.
Steve Miller's on Jam.
He is cool, but on Jam On, Widespread Panic, Humphreys McGee, Mo, definitely.
Yeah.
That's a pretty sweet lineup.
Oh, it was great. And then they had a tent that was for more like electronic music that went from like 7 p.m. to like 7 a.m.
Nice.
Just not stop. It was great. Keller Williams.
I've seen Keller Williams.
Yeah.
Did you do a one-man thing where he just did the whole thing by himself?
I watched Keller Williams from 2 a.m. Saturday to 4 a.m. It was a blast.
You were up that late? Okay.
Oh, yeah.
Man.
Oh, yeah.
You were, that's a late one.
It was a real late one.
Must have thrown off your bedtime. That's why you got 14 hours sleep.
Yeah. Oh, every day until 4. It was a blast. Except for Thursday. I crashed early to prepare.
When did the music stop? So 4 to noon?
The music stopped it was still going when I left, but the music that I wanted to see.
It went 24 hours?
No, it stopped from good like 4 a.m., 5 a.m. to noon.
That's what I said. Yeah, okay.
Yeah.
So everyone can get 8 hours sleep.
Yeah.
Okay. Good for those kids.
For sure.
What a time. Chipotle, Illinois. What was it called?
Chillicothe,
Illinois.
It's a good time.
Yeah.
Good time. With that, we
did it, guys.
We did it.
Another episode in the books.
Yeah.
Tuesday night. Tuesdays when we record our show, just so you know.
But they're live. If you want to watch and comment, we'll comment back, answer some questions, talk to you guys. You can be live and join the party.
Wow, big party here on Dan and Drew, the Drew and Dan show, Dan and Drew show on the podcast.